Hello everyone and welcome back to more Seduce Me the Otome. You so nasty. Anyways, we are back here and last episode I'm trying to refresh myself because I kinda don't really remember. All I remember really is that Diana showed up again, except she threatened us because she wanted to take the boys away anyways because that's her only chance to like become queen of like the little realm abyssal plane kingdom thing that their father has, and the only way that she can do that is to marry one of them. So she wanted to take them back to the abyssal planes, but we're like, hell no, go the fuck away. And so she left after saying that after threatening us to not tell the boys that she was here or else she's gonna make our life a living hell. We were like, we don't care, we don't fucking care. So the next morning we showed up to the dining room and we were eating breakfast, and then we decided to tell the boys about Diana because Damien kind of read our minds a bit, where we just didn't really elaborate on who the fuck Diana is because she took on a human name and so they didn't recognize her at first. So we decided to tell them that Diana was there anyways, and then they got all like, whatever, she's just not a threat. She just wants us to come back, but we're not gonna. And then she shows up. Then some shit went down, and then the boys refused to go with her back to the abyssal plains after like she kind of like threatened them, semi-threatened them ish, kind of sort of with us as Hannah. But then we are like, no, whatever, it's okay. So she ends up leaving. We go to school, and then we thought it was the end of her, but then she shows up because she mind controlled the dean of the school, came in as a teacher of our history class, started spouting some next bullshit about the Little Mermaid, but then we totally schooled her. She got mad. She like fucking like threatened us again. Well, she made the deans let school out for a week. She got us alone in the classroom after she mind controlled our friends and was telling them like, oh yeah, don't like ever contact her for this week ever because she's fine. And so she did that. She kind of got some infos out of us in terms of the boys, and well, actually only Damien because she doesn't recognize any of the human names as well. And then she sent us back home through her little transportation pentagram thingy. The boys found us in our room. Sam made Damien do the flashback thing. We found out about a bit of their past and how they ended up coming here in the first place. And then that is that, because we are here, and the aftermath was that Damien kind of took too much of our energy and we were tired and we almost passed out, so we went to sleep, and it's nighttime now, and we woke up just like a few hours after. So this is where we are. Let's continue. I rubbed my eyes and sat up, letting a soft groan escape my lips. In response, something beside my bed shuffled, causing me to look over. Who is it? I wonder who it could be. I didn't know what I was expecting. What the fuck? Oh. Damien, you're so cute. You like stay beside me. You care for me so much. Beside me, sitting in a chair beside the bed, was Damien, rousing himself up to see me awake. I smiled at him, seeing his slightly ruffled hair and tired eyes. Aw, you didn't sleep at all?
Oh, you're awake. How do you feel?
Better. Fine, better. I'm obviously more better since I've pretty much slept for like a while. Why does it keep doing that game? Please, thank you. Anyways, yeah, I feel fine. I feel better. Damon nodded before he looked down at the bed, taking my hands into his.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
No, it's fine. I ain't dead. Whatever. Damien, it's not your fault.
No, it is. I was the one who wanted to come to the human world. I convinced the others to come with. If I never did that, we'd never have put you in danger like this.
Nah, it's fine. Whatever. Shit happens. It's cool. It's cool. I ain't dead yet. I ain't dead yet. I quickly reached over and put my finger on his lips, stopping him from going any further. I didn't want to hear anymore. Damien, it's okay. I wanted to help you out. I offered to let you all stay. Nothing is your fault. I gently moved my hand and cupped Damien's cheek, staring at him with concern. I didn't want him to hold guilt in his mind about this whole ordeal. Diana was desperate and she'd hunt anyone for them. It wasn't his fault she was desperate enough to hunt them down. Yeah, she's hella thirsty. One thing bothered me though. Why did his dad scorn him? Why did Damien want to run away? The other seemed a little obvious, but Damien was a mystery. Well, he sort of did reveal the fact that he's not actually exactly royal blood, I think. Maybe? I don't know, something like that. However, before I could be vocally curious, Damien gently held my hand. Blech. I can't read right now. Sorry, I like butchered that sentence, and it's just a sentence. Okay, let's start this over. However, before I could vocally be curious, what? Okay, why is it too? However, Damien gently held my head in his hands. Damien? Damien frowned and simply held me.
I'll show you everything.
Oh, are we getting his past? Shit! Okay. Damien let out a small laugh, a hint of depression lingering in the breath he let out before he focused his energy into my head. My vision blurred, and suddenly I was back in the demon castle. Damn, we get another flashback! I expected to see Damien wandering around the halls or with his brothers. However, I found him alone sitting on the foot of the throne, tearfully curled into a ball. Aww! The room smelt of blood, but my eyes couldn't look away from the tearful Damien. Aww! Help him! Damien. I knew he couldn't hear me, but I instinctively called out to him. He looked lonely. Where were his brothers?
Why are you crying?
Yeah, why are you crying? Damien picked his head up suddenly as I did. Grandfather, god damn, how the fuck? Grandfather? Jesus, he's like such a G. He can like fucking communicate to this demon world like it's like nothing. Like there's no long distance or some shit.
Who are you? What do you want?
Oh.
I just want to know if you're okay.
Aw, grandfather, you're so nice. Like that's like the first thing you say to a demon. It's just, are you okay?
Who are you?
Don't be afraid. I'm just a friend.
I'm just a friendly voice that's floating in your back of your mind.
Friend?
Yeah. I stared completely in shock. When did? My grandfather knew them. Yeah! Yo! Is this gonna be taken like way back before like our grandfather actually knew how to do demon magic? Like I said, I think I mentioned at one point, like I don't know if it's actually hinted or if it's actually true that like grandfather when he gave us like the powers to like use spells and shit in that one time, like he was glad that like we kind of picked up on his curiosity. So like I just think that maybe it might run in like Hannah's side, like her grandfather's side of the family, like her dad's side of the family, maybe. Or wait, no. Yeah, dad's side of the family, yeah. So maybe this whole thing, maybe they're like ancestors, they're like wizards and shit. Oh my god. Everything started going in fast forward. I saw Damien talking to the voice of my grandfather, seeing his sad face go from happy to surprised to fascinated and cycle randomly. There were even moments when Matthew joined him, letting Damien speak for the voice in the air. It was all unbelievable. Here, my grandfather spoke of the human world, painting it to be a beautiful world full of opportunity. Well, for the most part, it is. How did my grandfather know about all of this? What was going on? My mind slightly spun at the idea that my grandfather delved into magic and demons. Well, he already told you. Oh, wait, I keep forgetting that I was like, I keep forgetting that the timeline in which we kind of like beat up Malix ourselves didn't happen in this current timeline now. So obviously Hannah doesn't know that her grandfather was involved in magic in the first place, right? God damn it! Like, see, gotta keep that in mind. Oh, eventually the world around me slowed down to see the boys standing before the empty throne. They looked determined, stout, and ready for something to happen. Damien stepped forward and held his hand out to the throne.
O tenebris portas, aperiat nobis, laudiet horexitum, desiderium.
Nice. My grandfather started to chant a phrase unfamiliar to me, letting it ruptured into the air around the boys. Gusts of wind started to brush through the room like a storm rushing in. I watched, however, as a small tear opened in the air in front of the throne. It glowed an unholy purple color, peeking into a very familiar pink cafe. What the fuck? No way, that's Quickly, Sam rushed over and drove his hands through the tear, pulling it open and making it larger and revealing the Pink Lady Cafe with my grandfather on the other side. Of all places you're gonna transport them into the human world, you choose the Pink Lady Cafe in the middle of a public space. Grandfather, what the hell is wrong with you? My grandfather held out his hand, ushering the boys to come.
Hurry up, boys. I can't hold it open for long.
Why the Pink Lady Cafe? Okay, instantly the boys ran through the tear, climbing through and almost crashing into the tables and chairs of the cafe. I felt myself move through as well, joining them as my grandfather closed the portal. What the fuck? The boys looked around the space, almost mystified at the sight. My grandfather laughed out of breath before sitting down on one of the nearby tables.
There now. Welcome to the human world, boys. Let's see. Kay, make us some coffee, please. These boys need a drink.
Oh my god, Kay's in all this too? What the fuck? I turned to see Kay, the owner of the cafe, and the only other person in the room beside the boys, smiled and quickly get to work on making coffee. I was dumbfounded. She knew about them? Yeah, what the fuck? That I did not know. What the fuck? I felt myself getting dizzy at the thought, but I shook my head out and tried to focus on what was going on. My grandfather looked at the boys up and down before chuckling again. The boys must have still been speechless.
You'll need a spell to cover yourselves up. Humans don't exactly have horns or parade around naked.
True. The boys looked at each other before collectively nodding and focusing their energies. Oh, sweet. Before my eyes, they went from demons to human-looking demons. Human-looking demons. They looked to each other, ecstatic at their new looks. My grandfather, however, cleared his throat and brought their attention back to him.
Now, don't be rude to Kay now. Sit and enjoy some coffee. It's the best in town.
Uh-huh. The boys obeyed, obviously in his depth. I looked to Damien's face, and he was almost in tears with joy. I could tell that he was beyond happy to be in the human world. I almost felt like crying for him, but I couldn't understand why. Maybe it was his facial expressions, or maybe it was because I would meet him soon after this fact. Haha, but still. Oh! Eventually, Damien stopped the magic, lowering his hands and letting me come back to reality. I held on to Damien, who kept a hold of me to make sure I didn't faint. But I still didn't really understand the question, like, why he wanted to leave in the first place. Like, that's how they got there, which was basically picking up from the flashback that he already given us when they had the plan to already leave, and then this was how they actually left. So I'm still confused, like, why did he want to leave? That didn't answer anything, yeah. Everything felt so wrong, and yet it all made sense at the same time. My grandfather knew magic. My grandfather helped the boys. He cast a spell on the mansion and on me to protect me. Well, yeah, that's the part we're figuring out now, because before it didn't happen. So we now know that, officially, that her grandfather was involved in magic.
I was the one who convinced everyone to come to the human world. I was also the one who asked that man, your grandfather, to bring us.
Yeah, now we know the actual truth, because before we didn't, and now we do. So he helped you come through. What happened after?
He gave us a wallet full of fake IDs and maps of the world. He told us to go anywhere we wanted, and that he would pay for everything, so we wouldn't have to use our magic. It was like he made us human.
Oh, wow, Grandpa, you need to, what is going on? Are you just running a fucking toy company? Huh? You got some... How the hell did you end up getting fake IDs and all this shit? Like, holy shit. Damien laughed nostalgically. I could tell he was happy remembering how my grandfather had helped. I still couldn't wrap my head around it, but the answers I wanted were 6 feet under and unreachable now. And kinda dead. You really wanted to be human. Yeah. Damien looked at me, his eyes glimmering in both hope and shame.
More than anything, I still want to be human. I don't mean just in looks. Everything.
Well, why? Damien looked to his hands, lowering them to the bed between us.
Humans don't read minds. Humans don't hurt people like demons do. I didn't ask to be a demon. I want to learn things, go places, and not have to be bound by magic or anything.
Aww, that's the reason? Damn. I stared. It was pitiful to see him like this. He looked almost like a child, begging me for something he really wanted. I wanted to help somehow, I just didn't know how. Yeah, I don't know no spells that actually turns demons to humans.
It's alright.
Okay. Damien?
You've already done so much for me and my brothers. Sheltering us. Letting us continue to live here.
Oh. You give me too much credit, actually. Damien frowned, though, gently caressing my cheek with his hand.
I don't want you to get hurt because of us.
Nah, I can handle myself. Like, if you were to see me in that different timeline, like, I handled your, like, Malik's problem, like, myself. I don't know why you were having so much trouble with him in the first place. Damon lowered his head in shame. I couldn't help but feel my heart squeeze within my chest at the sight. Oh, hugs! Hug him! He truly cared. Damien let out a small sigh before looking at me with a new smile. He hid his sadness well, but I could tell he was still upset about the whole ordeal.
All right. You should sleep.
But I slept for like 5 hours. Damien gently pressed me back down onto the bed, resolved in what had happened. Steal a kiss smile. Oh yeah, we're gonna steal a kiss. We're gonna steal a kiss. Hell fucking yeah. Hold on. I just want to see if I need to like make sure that. Okay, we're gonna steal a kiss from him. I don't even care. Do it. I couldn't let him leave without doing something. Smooch! I quickly pulled Damien down to me, lifted my head, and gently kissed him, softly laying a hand on his cheek to keep his face close. Damien stared in deep surprise before hesitantly kissing me back, caressing my cheek, and slightly melting at the touch of our lips. A soft sigh escaped his lips before he slowly pulled away with a smile. He gently licked his lips, making me go red in the face at the simple gesture. He let out a satisfied sigh before nuzzling my forehead. Ah!
Go to sleep.
Oh, but I don't want to. I don't want to. And with that, he stood up and left the room, leaving me to rest as per his request. I smiled to myself before relaxing into the mattress. Some shit's gonna go down as soon as I close my eyes.
How pathetically
See,
sweet.
I told you, I called it, and this motherfucking bitch just shows up and just ruined the fucking moment. I'm about to cut someone. I suddenly tensed up. I felt majorly uneasy. She was here. Oh shit. I quickly looked around the room, sitting up straight before seeing Diana leaning against the window with a smirk towards me. Damn, Damien, you left the room so fast, like you didn't even catch this? Ha, what do you want?
Oh, I just wanted to see how close Damien was to you. Obviously, he's very close.
Yeah, I got a problem? I swear to God, you touch him, I'm gonna fuck you up. I stood from the bed, glaring daggers at Diana. And what's it to you? He doesn't want to leave with you, so leave him alone.
Oh, I will. I don't care enough for the bastard son to try and take him away. I just want you to know exactly what you have.
Well, okay, that's good, I guess, on his part. Like, I already kind of knew that fact anyways, because he kind of sort of told us. But, yeah, I still don't know, I still don't know exactly the details, so... If you're cool with not touching him, then I'm cool, okay? So, we don't have to fight each other. I don't have to fight you, okay? What are you talking about? Diana chuckled, which made me slightly sick to my stomach for some reason. She knew something. Well, her talking already makes me sick, so whatever.
Did Damien tell you about what he lived through?
No. He showed me when he left. He met with... No, Hannah, you dumb bitch. Sorry. I was just saying, like, that didn't exactly tell... Like, even I figured out, like, that didn't exactly tell the reason why Damien wanted to leave to the human world in the first place. That's only how he got there with his brother.
No, not that. Before that.
Yeah.
Did he show you anything before that?
No, he didn't. Hannah, take a hint. Well, he was scorned by the Demon Lord. Yeah, we know that, but we don't know why.
He didn't show you everything, did he?
No, he didn't, but I don't really care at this point. I must still love him anyways. Why would he need to? He showed me what he needed to.
I don't need to show her anything else.
Oh, shit. Hey, bae. You still here? I turned to see Damien glaring at Diana with a scary glare. I felt dark shivers run down my spine as I stared at him.
Ah, Damien. Right on cue. I was just about to show her why you hate your life and why you have a human fetish.
Oh my... Are you seriously gonna bring this in? You're gonna bring this issue in? Anyways, I'm just glad that Damien's here just so I don't have to deal with this bitch by myself because I'm just gonna get angry again.
You will not show her anything.
Well, she's gonna do it anyways because she's a bitch like that.
Oh, I won't. Funny. I don't believe you get to tell me what to do, bastard son.
Ooh, before Damien or I could leap at her throat, Diana snapped her fingers, suddenly making the room spin. I quickly grabbed onto Damien, who held me close as the room slowly began to change from my room to the demon castle. Shit! I looked around, feeling unable to move from Damien's embrace out of dizziness. I looked to Diana, who was leaning on a pillar on the far side of the room with a smirk. However, my focus gathered on a pair of demons, one of them being the demon servant that was with the demon lord carrying sheets and books across the room. Okay.
Damn that woman, ordering us around. I bet she thinks she's all high and mighty just because she bore that bastard son. Well, she's no queen. She's a simple harem girl. She'll never be queen. The demon lord reminds her that every bloody night. You'd think she'd let it sink in.
Oh my gosh. The snort that erupted from the servant's nose disgusted me to no end. How vile was this creature? Who was he talking about? Obviously, Damien's mother.
And about that boy, what do the other noble sons think about him? They treat him like an equal. He's no noble son, and he will never be. He's a bastard child that doesn't know his place. Just like his bitch mother.
Oh, aw, hell no. I'm about to come over there and slap you myself.
Shh, you know he could read minds from a mile away.
Then let him read mine. I don't care. That boy's a monstrosity never meant to be born.
Yo, everybody in this game is starting to piss me off. Like one after the other, everyone just showing up. It's like, let's try and see how much we can piss off, like, Vivi. The servant cleared his throat, however, at the sight of Demon Damien, who was standing nearby with an almost dead cold look on his face. Yo, mess him up. Mess him up.
You.
Mess him up.
Yes, me. I don't need to be a mile away to hear your thoughts.
Boy, what?
Beat him up.
What I'm doing out of my room is no longer your concern. I may be a bastard, but I'm the Demon Lord's son regardless. I won't take insults from you anymore.
Yeah, mess him up. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Then what are you going to do, bastard son?
Mess him up. Damien started to step forward. I don't know why, but the room suddenly felt cold and dark as Damien started to approach the servant.
I'm finally gonna shut you up.
Yeah, do it.
If you threaten me, you'll threaten him.
Well, you're just a servant. Not like you matter. You're expendable is what the word is. Damien's glare could practically kill. I was afraid to even watch, but I continued, hoping to not see blood spill from this fight. Damien continued to walk towards the servant, towering over him like a shadow.
I've taken your insults for long enough. Now, I get peace.
Do it. Do it. I'm all for you. I won't even hate you afterwards.
Stay away.
Nah, you scared, huh? It's what you get for talking shit, son.
I've had enough of you.
Oh, Damien stopped, turning his head to look up at the archway in surprise. Uh-oh.
Mother?
Oh, what bad timing. Oh, what the fuck? The demon servants slowly turned, also matching Damien's surprise as they looked to the archway. A figure completely covered in a red sheet, for whatever reason, I don't even know why, stepped out into the hall, slowly walking to Damien. The thick sound of chains echoed in the room. Oh, dragging across the stone floor. I felt something in my gut tighten, unsure of what was going on, but positive something wasn't right about it. Oh my god. However, the familiar smell of blood entered my nose, only it was fresher and much more potent. My gaze slowly trailed down to the stone floor, only for me to go wide-eyed at the sight. Blood brushed over by the sheet as the woman walked, painted the stone a dark red and almost black color in the woman's wake. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. This just got really dark. I looked back to the mother, now worried that she was bleeding underneath the sheet.
Leave us.
Oh my god. The mother sounded almost enchanting despite only saying 2 words in her arrival. I almost let it slip from my mind that this was merely a vision. The servant glared before walking off, mumbling incoherently under his breath. The other demon with him giggled at the servant's inability to fight back. I guess Damien's mother was powerful enough to silence anyone. However, one fact stuck out to me. His mother was a harem girl. I imagined chains on her covered feet, making me frown. It was terrible to imagine.
What are you doing out? He'll hurt you if you aren't.
Oh, shit. Damien stopped talking, staring at the woman walking towards him in a sudden calm demeanor. A hand slipped out from the curtain and gently caressed Damien's cheek, making him almost melt into the hand. Aww. Damien looked to his mother, a look of hopelessness on his face.
Why do you want me to turn around?
Just listen to my thoughts, like you always do.
I watched as Damien slowly nodded and turned around.
As you wish.
Ugh.
Focus on my thoughts.
I could tell that Damien was holding his breath. He must have cared very deeply for his mother. It was incredibly sweet. Silence lingered in the room, obviously because of Damien listening to his mother's thoughts. It was almost awkward to watch. The hand that held Damien gently petted over his hair. The breath that Damien was holding slowly was let loose, letting Damien relax. Maybe she was calming him down. He was pretty angry, but why make him turn around? All she was doing was petting his head and talking to him in her mind. It seemed surreal. Something was wrong. I looked around the room, trying to see what was going on behind the scene. Was someone going to stop them? Was someone going to interrupt? I'm pretty sure Mr. Demon Lord is gonna come in and disturb this moment right here. My eyes landed on a dark shadow of a woman walking towards the couple with a knife in her hand. Oh, what the? She had shackles with chains on her neck, hands, and feet, but they remained silent as the woman neared the couple. What the shit is going on? Whoa, we're about to... is she about to get stabbed? What?
I'm sorry.
What? All of a sudden, the mother brought out her other hand and took hold of Damien's horns, pushing him to his knees. What the fuck? Damien, no! What the fuck is going on? What? The shadow quickly started to run at the couple, raising the knife higher above her head. I instantly wanted to move, to run and protect Damien. I remained still, watching the scene unfold before me.
No!
Oh, she's gonna get stabbed. Her mom. Oh my god, his mom gonna get stabbed. Oh shit. Damien kicked back, causing his mother to buckle and fall back and release his horns. Damien quickly turned and grabbed hold of the shadow's arms, tightening his grip on them. The shadow started to scream and bite at Damien desperately. Wait. I have no idea. Who the hell is this person trying to stab? Damien or his mother? What the hell is going on? Damien glared and threw the shadow at the nearby pillar, making it disappear and dropped the knife it was holding. I looked to the mother and regretted looking. The sheet that was wrapped around her wasn't long enough to cover her as she fell, the edge landing over her stomach and covering her upper body. The lower half of her body, though, was covered with multiple different scars and blood. Her ankles were both shackled to different lines of broken-off chains. Her legs were together, but I could tell the number of scars and the amount of blood only increased the farther up her legs you went. The poor woman. I stared as the demon Damien looked to his mother in shock and heartbreak. The real Damien around me gripped to me tighter.
Why?
What? Did she try to kill her own son? What? In an instant, his mother raised her hand to the fallen knife, tensing her hand and fingers to bare her nails. The knife flew off the ground and into the woman's hand, making her grip over the handle tightly. What the fuck, woman? What is going on?
Enough. I can't. I don't want to live like this anymore. I won't let him have me again. I won't let you invade my mind again.
I am still okay. I'm still confused. Was it attempted murder on his mother or him himself? What is going on? The woman quickly got up onto her knees and raised her knife over her head. I felt my mind screaming as I gasped.
I can't take it anymore. I can't.
She's Wait, hold on. Wait. Because I'm trying to piece it together. Hold on. Because I know for the fact that, since Damien's powers obviously came from his mother, so his mother can read minds, and I'm pretty sure his mother can probably do that whole like the cloning thing that he did when he was beating up Malix and killed him. So like, was it like his mother's like shadow figure thing that was gonna run up to her and kill her, and then like she was gonna hold Damien back to stop him from stopping her? I think that's it, right? Right? So because like yeah, now she wants to commit suicide.
No! Stop! Enough!
Oh shit. I felt my voice vanish as I watched this woman, Damien's mother, slam the knife into her own body, curling over herself at the stab. After a choked sob and breath, the woman fell to the ground, curled into a ball as blood pooled from under her and the already blood-red sheet. Damn!
No!
Oh shit. The world around me shattered at his voice, stabbing through my heart and my stomach. Like glass, the world fell apart and I was left in darkness. The real Damien gripped onto me, burying his face in my shoulder as I gripped to his arms. Did that really happen? What did I witness? You just witnessed a suicide. Why would Diana reopen this kind of wound for Damien? Because she's a bitch. Why didn't you realize that? Like this woman just up and went and invaded your classroom and tried to like freaking do shit to your school, and she kind of did. Like, what makes you think she wouldn't do this kind of stuff? Finally, the world reformed back to my room with Diana backed by the window.
The Demon Lord, despite his sadistic pleasures, loved Damien's mother beyond anything else, even his own wives.
Whoa.
When she killed herself, the Demon Lord blamed Damien and his ability to read minds.
Why? What? What the shit?
The only ones who convinced him not to kill Damien were his brothers. So the Demon Lord granted Damien his life. But he would be doomed to become a lowly slave as soon as the eldest became Lord.
What? What? I looked to Damien, who had a face of both murderous hatred and pure sadness as he glared at Diana. The woman he glared at, however, simply chuckled.
So, one day, he was visited by an angel who told him about humans and painted him a pretty picture about them. Now, he's obsessed with it.
Well, can you really blame him? Why are you telling me this? Why are you doing all of this? Because she's a downright bitch, okay? How about we establish this already, Hannah?
To butter you both up, of course. I'm about to give him the chance to have his wish granted.
What's that? You can't possibly turn him human. Nah. What? Damien and I stared in pure disbelief. Was Diana serious? She was a nut job. Yeah. Diana laughed, seeing both of our faces.
I needed to see how well you could handle his past. You can't have true love without seeing all sides of your love, now can you?
Well, I'ma love him regardless. Dude, I feel like... I feel like shit, damn, Damien, why didn't you tell me? the poor baby. Diana then looked fully to Damien, crossing her arms. Something about this struck a fear chord with me, but I watched in silence.
I offer you this, bastard son. I have the ability to turn you completely human. No magic, no mind reading.
No, don't trust her. I don't trust this.
You're lying.
Yeah, I don't trust it. Don't trust her.
Am I? Read my mind. See for yourself.
Don't do it. Damien stared at Diana, only to go wide-eyed at her. Oh, shit.
You're not. But...
That's right. Your humanity
Oh!
for your brothers.
No, don't do it! Don't do it! Not worth. I looked to Diana in surprise. What? She wanted him to hand his brothers over to her? That was underhanded and cruel.
Think about it, Damien. You can finally be human. You won't hurt anyone anymore. You won't put her in danger.
No, I can handle myself, bro. Yo, you need to #trust like I do for you, okay? Yo, I got this. Ain't no harm gonna come to me. Don't worry about it. I could see Damien look at me, instinctively making me look back at him. He had a look of fear, which scared me. Was he going to say yes? Was he going to say no? Don't do it. It's not worth. I wouldn't know what to do in this situation.
All I ask is that you completely willingly let me take your brothers back home. No big deal if that means you get to be a human with the girl of your dreams, right?
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
No.
Yes! Yes! You go, bae. You go. You tell her.
Excuse me?
Yeah, he said no. Now get the fuck out.
I said no. I will not give my brothers over to you.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. I could see Diana's anger flare up like a snake ready to strike.
You do realize what you're denying yourself, right? You're giving up your one chance to become human.
I'm gonna love him anyways.
I'd rather remain a demon than let my brothers be your slaves. Now leave.
Yeah, what he said. Yeah, leave. Now get the hell out. Diana gripped her hands into fists by her sides and glared daggers at Damien. However, she didn't move to strike. She raised one of her hands and rubbed her temple in pure anger.
Then I'm curious, Damien. What would you trade for your humanity? You wouldn't go so far as to have sex with me for it, would you?
Don't. Oh, hell no. Hell no. I would rather kill myself before that happens. That's a horrible thing to say because, after what we just saw. Damien remained silent. I looked to Damien, expecting him to answer, but why was he not replying? My mind went into a mini frenzy. Was he... Nah. Was he willing to have sex with Diana for it? Oh, no, don't do it. Diana let a large surprised smile appear on her face at Damien's silence. No!
Or would you? Interesting. And if I were to offer that?
No! What gain would... No! Okay, well, he gets to be human, but what gain would you get from that, Diana? Didn't you want to, fucking take over the fucking kingdom or some shit? That's not gonna happen, even if you did have sex with him. What? What? Again, silence. Damien wouldn't. He couldn't. Not with her, no way. Yet, at the same time, I felt that he was the master of his fate. He had to say yes or no. It wasn't my place to decide that kind of change. One part of me felt betrayed, but the other part of me almost wanted him to go through with the idea. For Damien's humanity. Damien remained silent still. Why was he not making a choice? Diana turned her gaze to me before smirking.
Ah, I see.
'Cause he's committed to me. Now shut the fuck up. See, this is why. Okay, everything just went down to shit because of this fucking bitch. She needs to fucking leave.
Well, I guess you've proven useless to me. You're not going to say yes with your little princess around.
Nah, hell no, I ain't leaving then. A purple pentagram slowly appeared beneath Diana's feet, letting her slowly sink into it.
However, in case you do change your mind, call me. I'll be around.
Fuck. With that, Diana left us alone in my room. I finally let out the air I was unconsciously holding in my chest, relaxing from the ordeal. Damien stepped to me and held me gently, surprising me.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, but what about you? I nodded in response, unable to speak so immediately after being surprised. Damien let out a sigh, relaxing in the embrace. I gently placed my hands around him, returning the embrace slightly. I could hear Damien's heartbeat. He held me close in his arms, and I felt safe beyond words. Are you okay?
Yeah. I am.
Are you sure? I looked up at Damien, happy that he was okay. Damien blushed, moving a strand of my hair from my face to look down at me. However, he suddenly pulled away, looking down at his feet.
I should go.
No.
You still need rest.
Don't leave me alone. She's gonna show up. She's gonna choke me out of my sleep, girl. Before I could speak, Damien turned on his heel and rushed out of the room. I stood there, staring at the door in a daze. Did that really just happen? Yes, it did. Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no. That's my one reaction throughout the entire game so far. It's just, oh, hell no. Which is right. I am just not having any of this. Just, you think I'm just gonna sit back and just let all of this happen? Oh, hell no. I ain't that girl. I ain't that girl. There was no way I was letting him get away from me after all this. No way in hell. Damien, you have no right. You get your ass back here right now, this instant. Where the fuck did you go? I quickly followed him out of the room, spotting him turn the corner to go downstairs into the lobby. Where the hell do you think you're going? I followed quietly, unsure where he was going, but determined to follow him into his destination. To my surprise, he turned a corner and pushed open a wall, sliding into it and closing it behind him. I followed and repeated the action, earning entry. when the hell did we get secret passageways in this place? How did Damien know of this place? I walked down a small flight of stairs and continued through the dark secret hallway, unsure what to see at the end. What was my grandfather hiding in here? Oh, was it a magic room? Was it a secret study? I didn't know. Oh my god. I felt steam gently brush against my skin, making me shiver slightly. A boiler room? I was wrong. Whoa! It's a hot spring! Whoa! Whoa! I didn't know we got one of those, dude! Why didn't you tell me? Yo, I would have been all up on this. I was led to a door that opened to the outside from the direction I was going, and how far I went, I was a little past the backyard. When I opened the door, the sight made me gasp. I was greeted by a hot spring, private and isolated from the world. Was it magic? Was it just placed conveniently here? I was unsure. Hey! However, my eyes traveled to Damien, who was staring at me, unsurprised that I had followed. Hey.
Your grandfather told me of this place.
Oh, well, why didn't he tell me of this place? I would have been all up in this hot spring, yo. When?
When we first came here. Before we had dinner, remember?
Oh, right! I was like... Wait a minute, I was like, before we had dinner, this case, so like timeline is like after we met the boys, but timeline says that the grandfather already died, so how the fuck did that happen? And oh right, he was talking in the corner, and we kind of noticed that, but he just kind of went, never mind, and just didn't say anything else. So it was our grandfather he was talking to. Huh. My mind went back to the day we met, remembering when Damien was looking at empty space and speaking to it. I knew there was something going on, but I didn't know what. You were talking to he would have visited you if you were kidnapped by Malix and wanted to fight back, but whatever, different timeline, like I said.
He died, yes, but his spirit remained here while Malix chased us. Once Malix was no longer a threat, he left this place, knowing that we would take care of you.
Aww. I could not believe what I was hearing. He had been watching over me?
He didn't want you to be alone when you moved in. When we were attacked, he guided us to this house. We didn't know it was to protect you until after you went to bed that night.
Oh, really? There was so much information, I felt nauseous. I felt myself falling back before Damien rushed over and held me close.
Whoa, careful!
Yeah. I nearly fainted. I gripped onto Damien, feeling his warmth surround me. Everything was happening so fast, I didn't know how to contain it all. Yeah, for some reason, I felt safe and secure in Damien's embrace. Was I crazy? Probably at this rate, but I didn't care to think about it. My mind went from spastic and crazed to calm and at peace in his arms. He wasn't using his incubus powers on me, though. I looked to Damien, seeing at last a deep love in his eyes. He cared for me and wanted to protect me beyond anything else in the world. He would have left long ago if that wasn't the case. Wah, you care for me. Hearing my thoughts, Damien smiled at me and nodded, affirming them. I felt my heart flutter a bit, making me forget what chaos I went through. You really love me? You really love me?
Yes, I do love you. More than anything.
Aww. Damien gently caressed my cheek, leaning his forehead against mine.
I wanted to tell you everything sooner, but I couldn't find the words. Now everything's come at you at once, and I really...
Nah, it's fine. I understand. Like, yeah, timing was a bit off with all this shit going on. I brought a hand up, silencing Damien again. I understand. Just tell me things earlier next time. Yeah. Damien let out a small laugh and nodded. I knew he'd make it up to me one day, but one question festered in my mind. Obviously, Damien was curious too.
Do you love me?
Duh! I love you! I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be going through all this shit if I didn't. I stared, unsure of how to answer. He could read minds, yes, but I was sure he couldn't read the conflicting feelings of my heart. I felt a storm raging in my chest, trying to dig up the answer. With my mind still frazzled, I let my heart guide my answer. I love you. I think, isn't it like obvious enough? I love you. I love you. I loved him and I wanted to give him exactly what he wanted. I gently leaned in, letting my lips finally touch his gingerly. Damien let out almost a surprised gasp against my lips before wrapping both of his arms around my waist, pulling me close to him. I moved my arms up and around his neck, feeling the kiss between us deepen to a heated height. My chest was pounding, making me feel and see fireworks in my mind. Damien was everything I desired. He was the man I wanted, demon or not. Exactly, I'ma love you regardless. It was also supernatural to fall in love with someone so quickly. Maybe it was the sense magic I was thrown into. Maybe it was Cupid playing with my heart. Either way, I found myself melting at the thought of him being with me. I found myself combing my fingers through Damien's hair, making the man holding me softly tremble at my touch. He gently nibbled on my lower lip, asking me to deepen the kiss between us further. I easily teased him before finally opening my mouth slightly for him. We're gonna make out in this lovely night right now. Making out near the hot spring. His tongue gently danced with mine as one of his hands slid up my back and cradled my head. He gently leaned my body back, making me cling to him as the heat of our kiss rose higher and higher. We're not doing this outside, are we? Gently, though, Damien slowed the kiss down and pulled away, staring down at me. His eyes burned for me, wanting me to melt and buckle in his arms. I could feel myself melt already. Damien opened his mouth to speak, but as a very small blush ran along his cheeks, he was reduced to shy silence. I stared as he tried to find the words to say in my eyes. I knew exactly what he wanted. He did need energy though, right? Oh, okay, we're gonna do this outside right here on this patio. How did I know? But dude, we need water though. Are you...
No, I just...
Now, come on, hey there, hey now. I know what you're thinking. I stared wide-eyed, feeling a blush on my cheeks grow. He didn't say anything more, but I knew what words would have followed if he continued. He wanted me. Oh, hell yeah, he wanted me. We need water. The thirst is getting there. I was stunned. Was I that appealing to him? Was his passion really that deep for me? Damien gently nuzzled my forehead, losing the blush and finally being able to speak.
If you don't want to, we don't have to. I'll understand.
Aww. I could feel my mind go numb and purr at the idea. A moment with an incubus. He was a demon of sex, the purest form of lust and desire. My world would rock and I would enjoy every second of it. I love how she's like, yo, if I get with him now, like, dude, the sex would be bomb. Like, what downside is there? Like, seriously. At the same time, I was indeed inexperienced. Diana wasn't wrong when she claimed me to be innocent. Did I want to give that innocence to him, especially this early? I found myself forgetting the words yes and no. What could I say to him? I knew then what I wanted, but how to say it without breaking the moment? Hold me, seduce me. Hold me. Hold my hand. Oh my god. I don't think seduce me would be appropriate, nah? I think hold me would be romantic. Wait. Actually, no. Hold me would just be really innocent, right? I'm pretty sure. Because the thing is that hold me can mean two different things. But I'm pretty sure in this moment, it can mean the more innocence of the two, which is seduce me. Yo. And hey, and this game is called Seduce Me. So, you know what? Why the fuck not? This is what the game is all about. Like, who am I to deny it? Let's do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. Let's get funky. I couldn't believe the two words that came out of my mouth. It made the most sense to tell him yes. I needed him. I wanted him. Those two words must have made something in him finally break. Oh, shit! Oh, snap. Commence sexy time. Actually commencing sexy time. Damien gently wrapped his arms around me and went back to kissing me passionately. Damien simply ran his fingers down his jacket and shirt, releasing the buttons and revealing his bare chest to me. Oh my god! We actually do this! Oh my god! I couldn't help but move one of my hands down his chest, running my fingers over the crevices of his muscles. A pleased purr escaped his throat, making me shiver slightly. Oh shit! Oh snap! Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, your bodies better be ready for this. Damien oh wow. Way to ruin the moment with some typos. God damn it. Let's see if I can remedy this situation. Okay. Damien let both his shirt and jacket slide down his arms to the ground before cradling my head in his hands and kissing me deeply. I felt heat rise in my body, making me undo the tie underneath my collar and release the buttons on my own shirt. Ah, hell yeah, we gon' strip! Quickly, I removed my shirt and vest, making Damien stop kissing me and stare in slight surprise. I was simply in a bra, but I could feel a blush invade my cheeks. Don't stare. My shy side began to fester in my mind. Did I really want this, to undress before a demon? No, this was the man I loved, and yet I felt my innocence drape over me in an almost shame. Yeah. And we are doing this outside. We're not even in the water. Jesus. Damien smiled and lifted my face to kiss me again. He knew I was nervous and wanted to draw my attention away from it. Before I knew it, he and I were both stripped of clothing. Wow. Surrounded by a cloud of steam, the heat between our bodies simply added to the warmth. I'm sure it did. Damien started to guide me, though, into the hot water of the spring. Oh, now we're going. I looked to him with a slightly confused look. Yeah, if we're gonna do this, let's just get in the water. Here? Yeah, here! Why not?
Why not?
Yeah! Damn! You freak! My mind instantly agreed. Why not? I followed Damien and cuddled close as we both stood in the water. It didn't take long for us to get back into the mood we were in, intensified by the heat of the spring. Damn. Damien pulled me close, knowing I was still shy, and began to kiss my lips over and over. Each kiss was his promise to keep me safe. I'm choking. Each kiss was his promise to keep me safe, keep me comfortable, love me. Love me like you do, love me like you do. I kept my arms wrapped around Damien, taking each kiss he gave me and giving me my own kisses and giving him my own kisses in return. I didn't know if it was the fact we were both naked or maybe I just craved his touch, but I didn't want to let him go. Oh, snap! Damn! The steam ran over our bodies, cleansing our skins as we held onto each other like it was the end of the world. Oh my god. The fragrance of the spring engraved itself into my memory as I let him touch me and hold me to him. He was gentle and sweet, making sure to be attentive to every part of me. However, as he held me, I could slightly feel the shiver of his hands. He was nervous? Was I his first? What? Dude, what? You didn't tell me that. Why am I getting nervous then? He wasn't going to show it. He wanted me to enjoy this moment, but was afraid of screwing up. His shivering hands showed me his emotions perfectly. Aww. The pleasure between us would be heavenly, and we'd go through it together. I closed my eyes and gave myself to Damien. Hells yeah! My body, my mind, and my soul. It all belonged to him as he held me. His body, his mind, and his soul. It all belonged to me as I gave into his embrace. Oh shit. Wow. First time we're doing it, and we're doing it in the hot spring. Wow. His kisses and fingers over my skin would forever engrave themselves into my memory as our passion rose through incredible heights. Our breaths and moans to each other equally sounded and echoed like a blissful chant we never wished to end. Oh my god. We kept moving, loving, feeling every inch of our bodies until we had had enough and I was enveloped in his embrace. Damn, skin to skin, heartbeats matching, we held each other in the glow of the aftermath. Well, as long as she don't mention anything about her inner goddess, I'm all for it. We couldn't stay in the spring forever, though. Eventually Damien managed to bring us back to my room, laying us both in my bed to relax. With his magic, we were dried off before we hit the sheets. I nuzzled my head under Damien's chin as he held me close.
I love you.
Thank you! I love you too. I love you too. Just to hear those words come from Damien's mouth made my heart flutter. To hear my answer made my soul warm in glee. I could feel both of us sink into a peaceful sleep together. It was the best sleep I had had in days, and I was happy. I had love, and I had my happiness. My life was simply perfect. But what about Diana, though? Seriously, she gonna come back, she gonna ruin everything like she does. Oh man, and we are gonna just end it here because I think we've had enough action for this episode. Hoo hoo hoo. Damn, so we got it on and it was good. It was good. So I'm just gonna leave this episode here and then we can pick it up afterwards and continue this Seduce Me, the Otome, ooh, sexy dance body rolls everywhere. So I'll see you guys in the next episode then. Bye!